What's up, guys? Welcome back. My name is Jeff, and owner of RDR Gear in Salt Lake City, Utah. If you don't know what to do at RDR Gear, you can find a couple different ways. One, our Facebook and Instagram page, this YouTube channel, and our website at rdrgear.com. The website has our holsters, nylon gear, chest rigs, Farland wraps, all the stuff that we sell to you guys. Our Instagram and Facebook shows a lot of our one-off custom things that we do, especially with our Farland holster mods and holster wraps. With that out of the way, let's talk about red dots. Part 2 of to red dot or not to red dot. You know, the red dot game is evolving all the time. There is definitely a divide in regards to people who are doing iron sights or red dots. I'm sure the recent shooting with the Eli Dickens situation is going to even douse more doubt onto the red dot game. But at the end of the day, if you are properly applying target focused shooting, you are using the red dot in regards to having eyes on target, dot to eyes. You're not searching for the dot, you're not looking for it, you're not using the front sight to find it. You're going to find that the red dot application is a significant advantage to any defensive carry pistol, regardless of model design, etc. You also find that window size does not mean anything if you are applying the fundamentals of target focus shooting correctly. Today we're going to talk about Trijicon. We did our part 1 video on hollow sum. We have the Trijicon lineup. As you can see, I'm a pretty big fan of the RMR. I feel the RMR is probably the most robust red dot on the market. I don't think you can really hurt one. I just recently sent off 2 of my most oldest red dots. Only reason being is I did lend them to a buddy to help him and his agency. Somebody there felt they were doing me a solid by putting new batteries in them, and unfortunately broke one of the connectors off on each red RDS. Not a big deal. Sent them back to Trijicon. 2 weeks later, they got them back, so I have 2 additional. So I have 5 RMR total, and then 2 SROs. The SRO is something that I don't really put on a ton of different guns because of holster fitment. This particular holster here, or pistol here, is the Smith & Wesson 10mm, which we'll be dropping a video on very soon. This is more of the backcountry option for my brother and I to use for, especially my brother more or less, to have a weapon in the trailer with the kids. So this is a 10mm Smith & Wesson 15-round capacity, X300 with the DG switch, and the SRO. I did the SRO because I wanted him to be able to have just a point and shoot kind of thing, bigger window option for that, for the skill that he is at, not because the bigger window is an advantage. I know there are SRO fans, and a lot of you guys are probably gonna give it to me in the comments, but at the end of the day, there's so much data out there that will debunk bigger window giving a better advantage. It's just not the case. The same thing on a rifle. The reason why we use T2s versus EOTechs or big giant aim points, the size of window doesn't matter if you are target focused. Same thing shooting a carbine applies to shooting the pistol. So the Walther Q5 match, reason this one has a RMR is, even though it will take an SRO, and we just recently finished the Q5 match Farland holster mod. That's going out to my buddy Nick at Velox Training Group. Nick's a big Walther fan. He's part of the Walther defense team. He's going to give the Q5 match holster a spin. He has this exact same pistol. It will also take the mod light and the SRO, which is kind of a rare combination there. The XC, you guys have recently seen my XC video. I like the pistol, don't love the pistol. Truly feel the pistol's overpriced by a significant amount of money, but you can watch the review I've done on the XC. And that's just on his opinion. Wasn't given this, none of these guns were given to us. We've purchased all these red dots. And that's one of the benefits of the channel, is keeping our opinions honest up front, and we're open to debate. Right? That's what YouTube's about, giving opinions, sharing opinions, learning things, and debating the topic, right? The XC is a great pistol, not an awesome pistol, and not as touted as the end-all be-all pistol that many people make it out to be. It's great, it's fun, and that's about it. The pride and joy of my 2011 lineup, the Alchemy. The Alchemy Quantico from Alchemy Custom Weaponry runs on a RMR, but if you'll notice, and you can go back to our Pinnacle video, the Alchemy slide cut is the only RDS system right now that can run an RMR and an SRO and run in one of our modified Safari duty holsters because of the thickness of the rear sight. This rear sight, if you looked at these two right here, these two dots, rear sights are, this is double the thickness, almost triple the thickness of the Alchemy rear sight. This system here is a collaboration between Alchemy Custom Weaponry, Cabot Guns, and Vulcan Machine Works. So you can kind of look at this here. If you had a non-red dot cut gun and you wanted to get an RMR cut, you can have this option put on there, and using this rear sight will allow you to run an SRO on, say, a Staccato P Duo, and it fit in the Staccato P Duo Safariland holster if you were to choose to run an SRO. If you're working the street, I don't think I would want to take the risk running an SRO in that capacity. If you just wanted to follow the Gucci gang on Instagram, running an SRO on your 2011, so be it. At the end of the day, the RMR, the way it's designed, the way it's shaped with the divot here in the ears, if something was covering your ocular window here or covered up your emitter, you can use the ears on the RMR to bracket a target, and you can make effective shots. That's something you'll learn if you take an Aaron Cowan Dynamics class in the red dot class. You'll learn a lot on how to use the red dot in situations where the glass or the emitter is been covered or damaged or whatnot. So there's a lot of cool things on an RMR, and they're just very well built. You can't really beat them as far as construction, durability, reliability, and so forth. Now, are they more expensive than Holosun? Absolutely. You're getting a much better red dot, in my opinion. You're getting a better built red dot. Does the battery thing become an issue? Absolutely. Most people don't want to do that, and Holosun did hit it out of the park with having a side door battery. Phenomenal option. All these batteries here have the date on them that they were installed. There's a reminder in my phone on that same date. So whatever date that comes around, the phone will chime. I know now to change batteries. That's just kind of a way I do the battery thing. And I pack them all up, or whatever guns need to go, we go to the range or re-zero, drop a battery, not a big deal. So at the end of the day, I do enjoy the RMR more so than anything else because I am hard use on a lot of things. And these red dots seem to really hold up to my sometimes negligence or accident-prone behavior in dropping them, dinging them, whatnot. I still have 2 delta points that are shattered and broken that have to go back. I'll get to those here eventually, because once I get them back, I'll probably not use them on pistols any longer. I may put them on some rifles, but between them being not very robust to the drops and the door sometimes popping open, the delta point's kind of on my lower end of optics. I did recently get an Romeo 2 from Sig Sauer. That one I'll get on a couple of different guns, and we'll get that one squared away. I'm really liking the Romeo 2. I feel it might be too modular in regards to its design, which increases its cost, but we'll get to more of that once we get the Romeo 2 review up and running. Other than that, you guys, I definitely feel that the red dot, not even for me, it's just a fact. Red dot is the future. Irons will always be good, and if you're learning to shoot a pistol, yeah, shoot irons. Learn to shoot irons, try a red dot pistol. A red dot pistol can give you a lot of the feedback on what you're doing wrong in regards to grip, trigger, and trigger press. And there's some data you can get from that, but you must really have some type of transition to understanding how you're going to be target focused, gun come up, eyes be there, dot be there, versus looking for that red dot, right? I highly recommend, if you are looking to transition to red dot, invest the time, the money into a transition class from a reputable instructor, and I think that'll give you a great advantage onto the transition or the crossover to red dot. As always, guys, we post 3 videos every week on gear that we own, gear that we review, gear that we use. Until next time, be well, take care.